Podcast, episode 2. Hopefully a smoother episode than last. I can't wait to get things rolling. We have one new segment lined up today, one from the last episode. But before we get into any of the segments, just talk about how y'all's boys' weeks have been. Nolan, let's go first.
Our week? We didn't do much besides like go to church and see my girlfriend and play football. Week sucked because we lost our senior night. And like we should have beat the team that we were playing. Yeah. Like physically week sucked.
Yeah, I kind of agree with everything Nolan said. Kind of a sucky week. I don't think I've had like a amazing week one time, but me and my girlfriend's 6 month was yesterday, so that's pretty exciting. Seeing that relationship like flourish for both of us. But other than that, lost our senior night. But we made the playoffs somehow. Some way.
Yeah, got the power of God on our side for real.
Real.
Huh?
Real.
My week was alright. Kind of the same as Nolan and Ian's.
I'm
Just
listening.
lost senior night.
Keep going. Keep going.
She gonna leave?
Justin's absent. Be back in a little bit.
He is going to go take a poop.
Keep going. My God. Yeah.
But yeah, my week was pretty good. Just went to the coast with my girlfriend's weekend. Was able to help out her grandparents. So it's pretty fun.
I didn't know that was this weekend.
Yeah.
But you didn't tell us, so cool.
I mean, if you're not a good friend, just have that school. So
You just didn't tell me, so you're not a good friend.
Actually, he did tell you.
Thank you, Nolan.
When did he tell me?
We get a round of applause for
Practice.
Nolan.
No.
Alright.
Justin, how was your week?
Justin, how was your week?
Judson, how was your week?
It was
Justin, how was your week?
It was alright. Definitely was tested in the category of anger. And that's not usually something I struggle with, but just the past on Saturday Sunday I played two games in 2 different places in South Carolina, and just wasn't very, very happy with the outcome and like some of my performance as well. So I was really being tested in like the anger side of things. So it took like some strong like prayer and some strong fighting to like not fall into that and not sin in my anger.
Yeah.
But other than that, pretty solid week. Set up a sermon that I'm gonna be giving on Wednesday at Tabernacle. And I had a good time doing that, and can't wait to deliver it. But I mean, it was pretty boring. Besides, and Wednesday is also me and Hannah's 4 months. The 4th or the 6th of November.
Last Wednesday?
No, this coming Wednesday. The 6th.
Can we celebrate with y'all?
I mean, yeah.
Wait, this
Come listen to my sermon.
Oh.
Okay.
Is Hannah gonna be there?
Should be.
Is Maddie gonna be there?
Should be.
Is Aiden gonna be there?
I mean, she might. Why is Honey gonna be there?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
You asked about her. Is Honey gonna be there?
He was asking.
Is your mom gonna be there?
Oh yeah. Hey.
Because she told me that she was gonna come to watch Justin and stuff.
Oh, she did it.
All right, she might be like
I'm
really.
cutting that. My mom watches this podcast.
Anyway. Okay. Well. Anything? You're disgusting. Anything else interesting happened this week, or shall we move on? We'll move into late debate then. So this segment we're about to move into is late debate. Late debate is the segment where we discuss topics that have probably already been discussed by many people many times, but we haven't got around to talk about them. And today, is water wet?
Absolutely not.
Water is indeed wet.
No, it's not.
Water is wet.
Water is not wet.
Explain it. Explain it.
Water is not wet.
Explain how water's not wet.
Explain it.
I don't know when to go first, yeah.
All right. Something being wet is like, see this is not like the water on the inside of this is not wet.
Is the bottle?
Okay,
Is
so
the inside of the bottle
so
wet?
like if we pour all the water out, then the inside of the bottle will be wet.
Yes.
From the remaining water, correct?
Correct.
No.
Yes, it
If you
would.
pour all the water out, the bottle will be dry.
Okay, if you pour all the water out, you can without vacuuming it out.
If I pour water onto this towel, the towel is now wet.
because it has water on it. Because the water's
If I
wet.
put my hand, okay, say if this was like a bucket. If I put my hand inside that, my hand is not wet. Until I take my hand out, then it's wet.
I'm a water
Okay. All right.
So
Let me
you're
ask you this: if you have a bucket of mud and you stick your hand inside of the bucket of mud, is your hand muddy inside of the bucket?
I mean, that had nothing to do with
No,
that's
exactly
very
what you
valid.
just
That's
said.
valid.
I like that,
That's
actually,
valid. If you stick your hand in a bucket of mud, is your hand muddy,
Mud
or is it not
water
muddy
and-
until you pull
mud
it
is
out?
water and dirt, so it's basically the same.
I mean, yeah, it's not muddy until you pull it out.
Oh. How?
All
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Okay.
define wet. What is wet?
That's
Wetness
Wetness.
Wetness.
is like what I just said. If you
Not an
pour,
opinion. I don't know what is
wetness is
Sounds like
if you
Charlie
put
Kirk right now.
if you pour this water onto there. Well, we're gonna look it up. Is water wet?
No.
Covered or saturated with water or another liquid.
Covered.
Therefore,
Exactly. So
Covered.
if you pour this, it's not wet. No, it is wet. If you pour the water onto this right here, it's wet.
I think we've come to the conclusion that you're
okay.
wrong.
So here's the thing though.
Have you seen?
So this is
No, look. Right now. Wet. Noun. Liquid that makes something damp.
that means
Does water make something damp?
yes. And here's the thing.
Oh!
The top definition is covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Therefore, the water particle that's inside that water bottle is surrounded by other water particles, making that water particle wet. Water's wet.
No, water is not wet.
Water's wet.
Water is not wet. There is a wetness to water.
It's wet.
No,
So hold on.
there's a wetness to every liquid.
You're saying being wet is a chemical reaction between when after your hand is on the water and oxygen hitting.
That's not
That's what you're saying.
That would not be chemical.
This water is not wet. The water is not wet. The water is dry.
Oh, that's a crazy.
This water is dry.
How?
Okay, so then how did I become wet by getting in the water?
What?
That'd be like if I jumped into this towel and then I suddenly became wet.
Okay.
The towel's dry, so it can't make me wet.
Okay.
Something that's dry can't make you wet. It has to be wet to make it wet.
What happens when you try to dry off with a wet towel?
It don't work.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't
Because the water keeps going on you, and the water on the towel is wet.
Yeah. You just.
Thank you.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Water.
Conversation over.
I want you. You can look it up. Water is not wet.
Look up.
We just
look
did
up
it,
is
it is.
water.
No, you look up the definition of wet.
And it told you a liquid that makes something
Look up
damp.
is water wet.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
You're gonna get opinions. I'm looking off
No,
the definitions.
you're gonna
This
get
is
a
the
fact.
Oxford Dictionary.
Look up is water wet.
And it's like,
On the Oxford
It's not a good idea.
Dictionary. I don't
That's
care.
not gonna answer. Is water wet? The dictionary didn't
you
have.
see that?
Not AI.
Water itself is not wet.
Most scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface, meaning that water itself is not wet, but can make other sensation. What does that even?
When I pour water onto this is wet. Water is not wet.
Water's wet. Bro.
Water's not wet.
Water's wet.
Water's not wet.
Water's wet.
Hey,
How you gonna pour water
but-
onto itself and make it wet?
Hey, but if you define wet as made of liquid or moisture, as some do, then water and all other liquids can be considered wet.
No.
And
I
by
think
the Oxford Dictionary,
So I'm saying 1, 3, and 4 of those
Water's
definitions
not wet.
say that water is wet.
Water's not wet.
It is
If I pour water onto the table's wet. If I pour water onto water, does that make the water wet?
yes,
No.
That's exactly what
already
you
wet.
said.
It
Okay,
No.
okay. So if you have a wet towel and then you pour water on, obviously it just gets more wet.
That didn't make sense.
That does not make sense.
Well, it's like what you just said. You just pour more on water. Obviously, you can't make something that's wet already wet.
But your
Because water's not
your
wet.
concept of is water dry is not true. Water's not dry.
Yeah, water's not dry.
Okay,
Well,
I'll tell you what is dry. The ocean. The ocean is the biggest desert on the planet.
That is not true at all.
The ocean is the biggest desert on the
Explain
planet.
that. Explain that. Please explain that right now.
yeah.
Okay, the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
It's gonna say, like, okay, yeah, a desert only gets like 10 inches per year of rain, which would make the ocean not a desert.
Look up what a desert is.
Desert is an area of land that receives no more than 25 centimeters of precipitation a year. The amount of evaporation in a desert often rarely exceeds anywhere.
But you gotta think that there's no drinkable water.
There's little water available for plants and other organisms. There's a lot of water in the ocean.
Big dog.
Yeah, but like it's
It
available
implies that people can drink the water out of the ocean.
and you will die.
No.
You can filter it, but like,
Yes, you will.
No, you know you are.
So if you just constantly drink salt water, you won't die.
no, if you filter it, right? I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, how you gonna filter if you're just out there?
Boil it.
Who came up with this idea that we're stranded in the
yeah,
middle
what?
of the
I was
ocean?
about to say, where did that come from?
Okay, I just want to know how you think that the ocean is a desert. That's not true.
The ocean receives
There's
more
no
than 10
available drinking water.
Look up.
Not for us, but there's billions of
That
sea life
says
in there.
nothing about drinking water. Receives very little precipitation.
I'm saying, but if you
Typically
go out,
less
if
than-
you go out there, is there gonna be available drinking water for you?
No. If you go in the ocean, you can find rivers that go off in the spring.
I mean, there's no available drinking water in
That's
the
not-
freaking landfill, but it's not a desert.
Yeah. There's no drinking water in my backyard. It's not desert.
But you gotta think.
There's no drinking water in the bed of my truck. It's not a desert.
There's drinking water in your backyard.
No,
Not
where?
There's not.
You dig deep enough, there's drinking water in your backyard.
On the surface.
On the surface? I mean, there's no drinking water.
Dug deep enough in the desert, you probably find water.
You dig deep enough in the ocean, you're gonna find water.
That's not.
Yeah, let me dig up some water. Levi.
Actually, if you do dig on the sand of the ocean, you will find water.
On the sand,
It's a beach.
Beach.
that's like two different things.
I say we just cut this whole ocean part out because this is the most invalid argument I've ever heard in my life.
All right. So,
All right. Well, let's cast.
Okay.
Let's cast.
Okay,
let's go.
I'm sticking with my water isn't wet.
but the sea is not a desert. You can just go ahead and say that.
All right.
But you're still wrong.
No.
The first part.
No, man.
Well, all right. But how about when when your hand's in the water? Do you still think that your hand is not wet?
My hand's not wet if it's in water.
So
How?
So you're saying?
Okay, so
Hold
you're,
on.
wait,
So
no.
you're literally saying that wetness is the reaction of air to water, out of water.
Yeah.
That is so stupid that my brain can't comprehend it. I'm about to explode.
Look at the definition of wet, and it never says anything to do with air.
I'm about to find wetness.
It says covered or saturated with another water liquid. I'm pretty sure if I dump my head in a bucket of water, it's covered or saturated with water.
It never says anything about air. You were saying that air causes wetness, and no definition does it ever say that. Period.
Rather, when people ask what does wetness mean?
What does wetness mean? Okay. Wow.
What did you expect from that? Were you?
Actually,
Thanks, director. But let's cast.
okay.
All right. First, is water wet?
Yes.
Raise your hand for no.
No.
Oh wait, no. Is water wet?
You said no.
No.
Okay. Raise your hand for yes. All right. Now, If you're fully submerged under the water, are you wet? Raise your hand for no. For yes. I think it's settled amongst us. Water is wet, and that's a fact, a scientific fact, and it's just some proof right here.
No.
Yeah. Myth busted.
If you
Water
think,
is wet.
if you do think that water is not wet,
Drop a comment.
you should comment and tell us why you think that. If there's anybody in
And I'll
this
block your
world,
comment and delete it.
if there's anybody in this world that agrees with Nolan, you have to let him know, so he's not wrong.
All right. Anyways, that's the end of the debate. We got a verse of the day.
So what was that?
The verse of the day. We're gonna be reading from 1 John, 1 John 1, 5 through 7. I'll just read that real quick and we'll talk about it. 1 John 1, 5 through 7. This is the message we have heard from him and declare to you. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all. If we claim to have fellowship with him and yet walk in the darkness, we lie and do not live out the truth. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his son, purifies us from all sin. Does anybody want to speak on that before I do?
I can. I think it really truly shows us the type of family that we gain in Christianity. And it's like fellowship, not even, it's like almost more important than family because it's fellowship. Much like that, and I think that's a huge problem in, like, I guess the American church, you could say, is like people who think they're walking in the light, but they truly are walking in the darkness.
Right.
And they're kind of blind to the fact that they're not living for Christ.
No, what Frankie said about fake fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for a great example, this is fake fruit, but it looks real. And like it could look appetizing to anybody, but then once you eat it, it absolutely gains you nothing.
It's never gonna satisfy.
Yeah. That's good. I think whenever you look at how it says, like, if you claim to be in fellowship with him and don't walk in the light, then you lie and you don't know about the truth. So like if you claim like the Lord and then continue to walk in sin and continue to like live like you did pre-salvation, there's really no, like, you're not producing any fruit and you're not like living out how you're supposed to, and like you're just like, it's just straight disobedience. But just like realizing that like once you like publicly accept or like just accept accept Jesus and just like proclaim him, that walking in the light is like extremely necessary. And it's not something that you should like, you can just choose not to do, and it's not gonna have any effect, but like something that's like commanded of you. But yeah, take that and relish on it. No hot dog.
Relish,
Bro.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Apply that to today and tomorrow and the next day. But moving on, we have a new segment. That segment is called Tier by Tier. And in this segment, we take an array of categories and we stack up certain things from each category where we think it would rank on a tier list: A to D, A to F, A, B, C, D, F.
And never had.
And never have. And S. All those. And today we're doing fast food. Good first pick for tier lists. And we're going to get it moving. So we're going to have to, everybody that has had the thing, whichever one it is, we have to agree upon a tier, and then we'll toss it in there. So we'll just go down the list. Arby's.
D.
F.
B.
C.
Do C. I like
C. C.
C.
F. C.
B.
C.
No, listen.
You
C.
said F?
Arby's is terrible.
Arby's is not C.
Lord,
C because of two items. The curly fries.
Okay.
That's the best fries in the game.
Have you had?
And then And because of the milkshakes, Arby's milkshakes are undefeated.
Have you not had
See.
their jalapeno popcorn?
When do you go to a restaurant that sells actual food and get fries and a milkshake? That should not be the thing that defines your
Their
restaurant.
roast beef
Fries and
sandwich is
milkshake.
classic. It's fine. C.
It's
Everybody
alright.
said C.
C.
Except
Alright,
for you.
C, and it's gonna go bottom C. Whenever we start throwing things in here,
I
it's
like
all
the
the way
Reuben.
back here.
Okay.
I like that Reuben.
The Reuben is solid. All right.
And,
No.
and then
Yeah.
Probably said it.
I don't think anybody's had Baja Fresh.
I thought about a blast. At Taco
Speaking
Bell!
of Blast.
S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, S, 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 S.
A or B?
I would say
A or B?
I would say S.
B is ridiculous. I would say A or low S.
Low S, bro.
Just
Low
because first off, price is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of things for a little.
You get 5
Um,
$7.
No, you
Just
You can.
A. If you
can.
do it right, you can.
You can if you get a box.
Right.
5 cheesy rolls is $5. So all right. Let's agree upon.
I think A.
I think low S. Okay.
I think
Okay.
low A.
I think S is like something that you could eat for the rest of your life.
I could eat that.
I could eat
That was the rest of my life. I had
But
it
it does
3
not-
times
It
yesterday.
just tears my stomach up. That's it.
Dude, you get a better stomach.
All right, we'll toss it high A.
I like that.
I don't know what. that is.
I think just because of the tacos they had over the summer, Taco Bell would be S.
Oh my gosh, the cheesy street chalupas.
Yes, a lot.
Holy cow, that was-
insane, bro. Like, that's
That was probably the best drop from any restaurant
Yeah, but
this summer. Bojangles. Who's had Bojangles in here?
I've had Bojangles. They have,
So
they have a
good.
good like chicken biscuit.
C.
Their chicken. I think
I think
if
Low
it's
B.
C,
Low B.
way over Arby's. I think low B.
low B.
Okay, so just put over Arby's. It's C.
But B.
We'll put it C. I think C is a good fit for Bojangles. I really like Bojangles. Their biscuits.
I don't know what it is. Just go ahead and put them in never had.
The next two.
Boston.
Boston home
Never
style
had.
meds.
What?
What the freak? is
Buena
that?
Taco Bueno.
Taco Bueno.
I've
mean,
heard of it,
it's-
but I've never had it.
Burger King F.
F.
I'm not even gonna-
Our
I'm not
Burger
even-
King has ruined the experience. Our Burger King. Sorry to anyone out there that may be watching that works for Burger King. We love you, but step it up.
All right.
I will say I have had, like my brother used to live in Millersville, and they had a really good Burger King, but
Burger King's never. I've never just wanted.
I can agree with Nolan. I don't think
I've
I've
never,
ever went
like,
a day
said-
where I was like,
Oh,
I could go for some Burger King. Never in my life.
They do have a nice frozen cup though.
And I've never had it. Bush's Chicken, never had it. Little Caesar's Pizza, out of pizza places, the worst.
D.
Yeah.
D.
I have to put D.
D, I would, because, and the Crazy Puffs bring it up a tier, because if they didn't have Crazy Puffs, it would go right here.
If it was off of just Crazy Post, that'd be S tier.
Oh, if it was Crazy
I've never had
Puffs,
the crazy puffs.
ridiculously good.
Cane's?
Cane's,
A. S.
very,
A.
very good.
I've never had it, but
I
I
don't
hear
think
great
S.
things.
A.
I don't think S. I think high A.
High A.
Because
Very high.
I'd be good for high.
it's very similar to every other chicken place. The sauce is really good, and their bread is a lot better than Zaxby's.
Really
Um,
simple. A.
High.
I
But
think
if, but I mean, I think Zaxby's gives them an A too, but they're go low A for Zaxby's.
Okay, Carl's Jr.
I
and
go-
Hardee's.
Oh, I
Oh,
would
this
say
is,
B.
yeah, this is hardest. Dude, yeah.
They have a great
Really like
cinnamon
it.
raisin biscuit.
I've not had Hardee's in so long.
Well, because ours
Their
got-
biscuits and gravy used to be my favorite. Yeah, it's now a Dunkin', and I've actually never been back there
I've
since.
never been to our Dunkin'.
I've been there like twice.
No hate.
Actually, no.
I don't like
I
coffee
go there a
soda.
lot.
What are we tossing? I think yeah,
B.
I like
Okay,
B.
all right, solid B. Chick-fil-A.
A.
Chick-fil-A might be an S tier. They ain't gonna-
Well, the thing is, I don't know.
I say
So my point.
Very, really, well, for obviously for Zach it's different, but very consistent in my opinion. Like,
And like amazing customer service, like obviously best
Oh,
customer
yeah,
service
yeah.
in the game.
you know, I could toss Chick-fil-A S.
So the only problem
But
I've
tell
ever
me
had
why.
with Chick-fil-A is there's not much variety.
There's
You
not.
have to get chicken.
The thing is, yeah,
I
the thing
think
is,
the best restaurants you could get their good burger or their good chicken
Yeah.
any day of the week.
okay, high A. I think
I think high A.
top A, like nothing is gonna come over it. That's in A, nothing's gonna be over it.
yes.
Ooh,
Something will come over that. And I know what it's gonna be.
In A,
Gotta be Zaxby's.
I'm talking about S.
Zaxby's is gonna be over Chick-fil-A.
Is there anything in
No
S?
chance. Zaxby's isn't even over Cane's.
I think Taco Bell might go in S.
Checkers?
In S.
Ridiculously good, or so slept on. Has anybody ever had
Yeah,
Checkers?
I've had-
Checkers
haven't
is
had
so
so
good,
long.
dude.
I would go high B.
Yeah, I thought the B was hard.
Top B.
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Never had.
Chipotle is
Chipotle is really good.
A.
I think. Is there any other Tex-Mex? Oh, there. Yeah, this is the best Tex-Mex to ever step on the planet.
No. Cercheros is way better.
No chance, dude. Moe's is so good, man.
No, Cercheros.
I don't know.
But that's
I think
not on the list.
it's not.
I said we toss Chipotle at high B because I heard they'd be skimping.
They are.
It's just one
For time I got it, Nick.
I don't know. It's not. It's not the
Really?
best. You said where?
I said high B.
I said Arby.
I agree.
Never had it.
I said,
But
hey.
I think Moe's can go A. Church's Chicken.
Never had it.
I've had it. One time I had it. Not very good.
It's all right.
D
C.
with Little Caesars.
No, C.
C. I don't even think C. I think
It's
go-
not even. It's
sounds like you should go.
I think high D.
High B.
it's mid.
I see.
Really mid.
High B.
It's like
I think above Little
mid.
Caesars, but not. I don't think it good.
Uh,
Well, I don't know. I would rather probably have Church's than Arby's.
Bro, Arby's is so sudden.
Bro, you're a truth. Have you just ever had?
Have you ever had a buffalo chicken
I've been to
side
Arby's.
from Arby's?
So many times. Yes, multiple times.
Five.
Crazy.
They're all right.
Our Culver's? I've never been there before.
All right, we'll say Church's can go up. See. All right, Culver's.
What you finna do it?
Well, Culver's has really good like frozen custard and ice cream and stuff.
Not why. Never had it.
Who's had Culver's in here? Just me.
Just you.
Okay.
Did we toss
Um,
it? Did we toss it in the never had just because of that?
No.
Rank it.
I think like if you were to have only tried something in here, I would let you rank it. So
Oh, thank you.
or you.
Let's say we're not got that same trip.
Yeah, no. If y'all were the only ones that tried it, just kidding, never had it. But I would toss it. Somewhere in here. I would probably toss it over Bojangles just because. Well, I mean, you do have to be in the mood for like custard, but their custard is top tier. It's just ice cream. Like it's a toe out. You get a pint, take it home, and get a burger, smash burger. Oh my gosh. Del Taco. Anybody had that?
Nope.
Never had it.
I've heard of it many times.
I've had
I've
Del
always wanted
Sur
to
in
go.
Statesboro.
I want-
Never
Ooh,
had it.
so
Domino's Pizza.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, for sure.
Hey.
No.
Really
That's
good
the
pizza
best
place.
pizza.
hey.
Not A.
I don't know if it's
Nice
What
enough.
is- what
Papa
is-
John's. Papa John's is fine.
Oh, Papa John's.
Let's go B.
Domino's is
John's
like
in here?
Little Caesars.
Oh,
Yeah, right there.
What did you just say?
What'd you say?
Domino's is like Little Caesars.
You're
Huh?
crazy. So weird.
You're crazy.
No,
Taste
that's
wise,
Domino's has more variety and it's better.
It
That's
tastes
a B.
way better.
You can get
Domino's
more.
is a B.
C.
Where
B.
C. High
I
C.
think high
No.
B.
High
High
C.
B.
High B.
High B.
C.
High B.
High C.
Shut up.
I think Chipotle over Domino's. I would rather go to Chipotle than actually.
I'd rather go to.
I would throw it
Yeah.
here. I would throw it here. I would rather go to Domino's than Hardee's. But okay,
Yeah.
Dairy Queen.
B.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Dairy
Low
Queen
A.
is
D or
Dairy
F.
Queen's
Low
good.
A.
D or C.
D or F.
D or C.
What is
D or
wrong
C.
with you?
Dairy Queen's good.
Dairy Queen is a little
Not
expensive, but
Dairy Queen is very solid.
I think high B or low A.
I think B.
Dairy Queen is not good.
High B.
B at least.
I think B right.
I would
behind.
rather go to Dairy Queen than anything on B.
Well, you can't put it C. You're telling me you're going to
Did any-
Culver's, Bojangles, or Arby's before you go to Dairy Queen?
I would not go to Culver's before I went to Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen ice cream alone is better
I
than
don't know,
everything.
dude.
you've seen.
I'm saying
On a certain day, I would probably rather.
Put Dairy Queen in between Checkers and Domino's, or in between Domino's and Carl's Jr.
No, I like the Checkers and Domino's.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, Captain D's.
So
Yeah.
slept on,
Yeah.
ours is just bad.
Ours is extremely bad,
F.
and that's the only thing. That's the only exposure I have to it. Not extremely bad, but
F.
over Burger
I'll go
King.
with F, yeah.
Under Burger King.
Under Burger King.
Under Burger King.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would rather go to Captain D's, but that's just me.
Yeah, same.
What is that?
Gross. Never had it.
Never had.
Fazoli's, I've had.
I've heard of it.
Not had
Where's it
before.
at?
I've heard it's good.
Have
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. It's like a fast food. It's
Is
a
there one in the
chain.
States for?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
It's like fast food.
We're
It's like a
going
fast
back
food
to-
Olive Garden.
I don't
It's
think I've been
it's
there
good.
before.
It's good. I like it. I would say, I'd toss it there, because I would toss it here.
I just want you to know we're coming up on the most overrated fast food place of all time.
Firehouse.
So overrated.
I would
Firehouse
say C.
is quite you know
C in between. Yeah.
High C.
In between
Over
Culver's
Culver's.
and
Bojangles.
It's over Culver's.
what? No chance. I would much rather go here than here,
No.
and I would
think
much rather go to
Culver's-
Bojangles than Firehouse.
No, you're just like the king of bad things.
There is the chicken bacon
No,
or the
because
turkey
what I
bacon
get
ranch.
from there is good.
What do you get?
The Firehouse.
The Brisket with wheat bread.
Yeah, that is pretty good. My whole family.
It does depend on what
I'm
you
just
order.
not a
All right,
fan.
Five Guys. Really,
That might be a
really,
S tier, dude.
really good burgers. Outrageously
Severely
expensive.
overpriced.
Yeah.
Oh
Severely
my
overpriced.
gosh.
I think it's an A. It could be an S. That was.
I think, yeah, I think. What?
You've never had it?
But you get.
Yeah, he said that earlier. I don't understand.
Oh no.
I think.
We went there after Passion.
Yeah, we did. No,
A.
some of them walk with the chocolate.
Where are we tossing it in A though?
Is that when you had Chipotle?
I think in between. In between Cane's and Chick-fil-A.
If that's the place that we went as a
Okay.
passion, I wouldn't even put it over Cane's.
You went to Chipotle, remember? Some
No.
of them walked down.
No.
Freddy's.
You went to Panda Express.
Freddy's.
No,
I
no.
have had one time and I don't
I
really
wouldn't.
remember it, so we're just gonna toss it here. Has anybody had Freddy's though?
No, I've never had.
Okay. Freebirds.
Never had.
Tacos for you.
All right, Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Dude, I have not
Severely
had
underrated.
Pizza Hut in so long, but.
See.
Oh yeah, dude.
C,
Pizza-
high C, high
I was
C.
about to say I
High
think
C.
top
High
C.
C.
Yeah, severely.
I see, like.
I really
I see
like
no
Pizza Hut.
juice.
Internet, has anybody had Internet before?
I hear it's really good. But
Yeah, I've never had
It's
it.
like in California.
Jack in the Box?
Never had it.
never had.
Alright.
Jason's Deli. Never.
Nope.
Never had.
What is that?
Never.
James,
Jersey
20
Mike's.
Island.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
I hear it's fine.
It's
Never had it.
We should have gone in before.
I mean,
We
it's
should've went
like
to every
it's
single
just like
restaurant.
Fire. I think it's like literally on the same level as Firehouse.
You've had it before?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Just put it beside Fire, in between Firehouse and Arby's.
Jimmy John's. Also, I think literally this, like
Same
I would just
thing.
toss it in the middle of it too. Like these are all. I would, if you just gave me these three to pick, I wouldn't. I just want to pick because they're all the same.
Hey, do y'all like Larry's better than all of those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Larry's is way better.
Yes.
100%.
Larry's on here.
Probably not, but it would go like
KFC D.
KFC D.
D.
They have the bucket table.
D. I don't
Dude,
care.
that is the most aesthetic table in any.
Wow, a table. If that makes anything freaking.
What? What has a better table? What?
What? Yeah, what's the better table?
I think it's a C because
I think Chipotle has better seating than anything on there.
No.
I think it's C because of that one table, but other than if it didn't have the table,
KFC is.
Why does a table have anything to do with food?
KFC is good.
It's a high C, bro. It's
It
like,
is-
It's beside pizza.
I think I was about to say. I think I will stick
No.
it here out of
D.
in absolute disgust.
High D. High D.
So you're telling me you'd rather go to Culver's, Bojangles, Firehouse, Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, and Arby's before you go to KFC?
Yeah.
I would rather go to Arby's before.
Yes.
Arby's over KFC
I do
is
have Arby's over
ridiculous.
KFC.
Yes. I would rather go to
We got above
any of
Arby's,
those
though.
ones.
We got above
I
Arby's.
can't. I actually
But we
physically
got
cannot.
to.
above
Hand it
Arby's.
up, so I will.
Absolutely not.
All right.
All right, KFC.
We
KFC
want,
high
no,
D.
we want
I
Arby's-
hate even
we
putting
want
it this
Arby's
low.
in front of KFC, in between KFC and Pizza Hut. That's what we want.
KFC High D.
Oh,
That's what we want.
That's
what we want.
Arby's over
Yes.
Culver's,
Yes.
Bojangles.
That's
Yes.
what we want. That's what we want.
Yes,
That's
please.
what we want.
Arby's is not bad. You just had a bad
This is
experience.
it.
I've not had I've had many experiences at Arby's, and it's
I
just
bet
not
if
as
we-
good as these
okay.
places.
We will blind taste test you, and you're gonna be like,
Oh,
"Oh, that's
freaking
good."
what? The chicken sandwich?
No, the roast beef sandwich is fine.
I've had it many times.
Roast beef sandwich is not that fine.
It's good.
It's not.
I got a half pound meal.
Long John Silver's. I have not had Long John Silver's in a long time.
Never had it.
Never had. Never had.
Ooh, hot take.
Better than these two. I'm tossing here because
McDonald's.
it's like a much better cabinet.
Mickey
McDonald's.
D's.
A
Very-
tier. A.
I think here.
Reliable.
It's a classic.
You get
I
the
think
same
here.
thing. You get the same thing every time. You know.
Yeah. I
Have a
mean,
good variety.
McAllister's. Anybody else have McAllister's Deli?
I have not. No.
Really good. Really,
Probably.
actually, so good. I would put it over any of these three.
Well, we can't just. All right.
This one, just pretend like this one's here, cause not here because it's just my rank, but like this is good. I would even.
Freeze
like,
mod.
that can't be real.
That's not.
Moe's would be.
Moe's is over Chipotle B.
Yeah.
No.
Out of your mind.
No.
It's going.
No, you just want to have a love child.
Nukes.
with Chipotle.
What is Nukes noodles? Oh my gosh!
S.
I've never had it.
Absolute S.
S
Absolute
tier. S
S
tier.
tier.
I've never had it.
Oh,
You ever had Panda Express?
hey,
No.
I'm glad that we could agree upon that. A Panda Express is
S tier.
oh.
Okay, now I've never had Panda.
High
Panera.
Very high A.
Panera's
I would
good.
say high B.
I think
Very high
it's pretty expensive though.
I would say B.
It's expensive, but it's good. Like
In
it's
between
better
Chipotle
than
and Checkers.
Chick-fil-A?
I think I would rather have any of these before Panera, but I would
Because I'd
rather
be
have
broke.
Panera than any of these.
I would rather have Moe's than Panera.
You know what? I agree.
I'd
with
rather have
Put it in between
Panera
Moe's and
over
Chipotle.
Chick-fil-A.
Put it in between Moe's and Chipotle.
Okay.
High A.
Rather.
High A is ridiculous. What?
Zaxby's.
Oh, you haven't had it.
Never had it.
Zaxby's. Okay,
In front of
Zaxby's.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
In front of Chick-fil-A.
Either
A,
high
in front of
A
Chick-fil-A.
or S.
That should might be an S, dude. That's just
S. I think S.
It's so
I
fine.
think S. The
Like-
Mr. Beast box.
The loaded fries,
Buddy.
I can't believe you said that.
Like,
Put it S. Put it S.
Bro,
Put
please
it
put it
S. S.
I'll put it S, but I don't think it should be anywhere but A.
hey, there's our rankings.
Yeah, you're just.
Am I not our?
No.
Okay. Papa John's.
Behind McDonald's.
I
Hey,
agree.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that's the best pizza place, and
So
I cried.
good.
I literally cried the day we lost.
Yeah, I can't believe it's gone. It's so sad. Oh, okay. Oh.
I was
Okay.
also like,
Popeyes.
Popeyes, bro, S.
D.
That ain't
I would
my
say
If you're saying
D.
Popeyes is better than KFC,
I've had one bite of a Popeyes chicken sandwich ever, and it was right before a wrestling tournament from the Jack Gobby. Shout out for shout out. And bro, that's
High B.
fine.
High B.
high B for
No.
Popeyes.
It's
D.
over.
It's
It's
a
over
D.
KFC.
Not a
No,
chance.
not.
It's
a
over
D.
KFC.
It's right
It's a
beside.
D.
It's right beside KFC.
It's better than Church's, but it's not better than KFC.
Okay, in front of KFC.
It's not.
In front of KFC.
It's not in front of KFC.
I'll
It
pause
is.
it here.
I'm going to
It
KFC any day of the week before it.
1,000%. I haven't been to Popeyes in the past maybe year.
I haven't been to Popeyes in the
And
last
I've been to
17
KFC.
years.
I've not been
Like
to KFC
5
since
times
last
the best
time. Literally sat around a dumb bucket, and we haven't sat around.
Well,
Hey,
you've been to KFC the last time before you went to Popeyes for
No.
the last time. That is true. We don't have a Popeyes.
we do have a Popeyes here.
It's closed.
It's closed.
I've been to it before. Before
My
it closed.
gosh.
After that.
What are all these places?
Before it closed, I
Schlotzky's.
went
So
to
you just throwing all the
Shake
randoms
Shack.
in there?
Ooh, has
Shake
anyone else
Shack,
had Shake
dude.
Shack?
I haven't
Yes,
had
I
it,
have.
so I'll let y'all.
I would say B,
B, yeah.
after Domino's.
Sonic,
Ooh.
bro, so good, but our their service, dude.
Yeah,
I
their
would say
service is bad, but
service-
they give out the good. They still
service-
give out the food.
But you have to take that into account. You
Service.
you
It
can't-
takes 10,000 years for you to get your food.
I would say after Columbus
Um,
when you're on the B. It's a B tier.
I feel like Sonic. The only reason it tastes good, because when I go, it's fresh. When I go, it's fresh. When I go, all my food is like fresh off the grill.
I would be willing to put just because of the drinks, because
Drinks alone.
the drinks. I'd go here.
Sticks.
If
Sonic-
they didn't
their
have the
Sonic
kind of drinks,
Smasher-
if they just had a normal fountain drink machine, it would go like maybe down here.
Their Sonic Smasher is really good.
It is. No, it
Subway?
is. I've had it. It's good.
Subway?
Subway.
C behind Jersey Mike's.
I'll put Sonic
I
at,
don't
like,
know, man.
behind Papa John's.
I'm not trying to diss.
Subway's like F.
Shout out
D.
to shout out to Diane D. Smith. She owns all of the Subways in my day. Or most of them. But I'm not trying to diss.
In that
Subway's
case,
like D F.
I would say D.
F.
I would put it above Churches though.
I think over any of these, but
It's just
It's right behind all the other sub places. They're all.
yeah,
we also have like 4 of
these
them
are
now.
the.
Why?
I don't understand either. What is this? Not
No.
Torchy's type. I want to have that. I don't know what.
Yeah,
that
never
is.
have it. I kind of want to now.
Wendy's, really, I like Wendy's a lot.
No.
Wendy's is C.
See,
The 4 for 4 is the only thing that's good there, and the $5 biggie bag.
Yeah.
What?
I just want you to know,
It's
like,
very cost efficient.
The only, actually, that's not even the only good thing. Their chili is like,
Their chili is good.
their chili's alright.
is like,
Their baconator
Top
is
tier.
so good.
Oh yeah, I forgot what I'm thinking.
See,
I would say high C.
low C.
I would say in between
Not in front of
Arby's and KFC.
Yep.
Not in front of Arby's. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't.
Dude, Arby's is fire.
I feel like
Whataburger.
this is a very,
Whataburger. Please tell me somebody's had
I've
Whataburger. here.
never had it.
Never had.
The burgers are this freaking big,
That's
and
a lot.
they huh?
I feel like Arby's is like a very,
Whataburger goes
Getting
at
attacked by
least.
Justin.
I would. It is, and
If
it'll
I had
continue
it, I
to
would
because it's
probably
not
say
that good,
above.
huh?
if I had it the way you're describing it, is it better than Five Guys?
It's almost on par, and it's way cheaper. It's bigger.
White Castle never had.
Let's see.
I haven't had Wingstop.
I would put
Wingstop
it-
is S tier.
Here.
Wingstop is S tier.
I'm going to tell you, put White Castle in the never had, and then put Wingstop in S tier.
S
S
tier.
tier is 5.
Never had it.
Off
but
the ranch
tier.
alone, bro.
Never had it. Where is there a Wingstop at?
It's behind Zaxby's.
So, since we
Okay.
don't know,
Zaxby's lover.
since we
Dude,
don't
you
know all
are
of those,
Zaxby's.
Right,
Super
let's
fan.
do this.
Put Taco Bell in S tier.
No.
I have no problem with
I
that.
can go with that.
But
Zero
all,
problem.
I can go with
except,
that.
bro, what restaurant can you go, give them a $5 bill, and get 5 things?
I feel like our greatest memories as a friend group is at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is just a staple.
It's really,
Like,
it's
I mean,
really sentimental.
Bro, no, actually, I'm about to say, but I might get the workers in trouble saying that, so I'm sure. But like Taco Bell, 5.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say it, but then you can cut it out if you want to. Like, what other place can you go behind the counter and give your friend their food through the drive-thru?
Oh my gosh, no, that can be talked about. Surely.
Wait, what?
Justin went
It's
behind
on-
the drive-thru.
Wait, Nick, where's your phone?
Right.
You.
Justin
So
went behind
Lake Wright sent me a snap, and the Taco Bell drive-thru, and me and Levi were inside getting food, and I went to the counter, and the manager was right there, and I said, "Hey, can I give my friend his food through the drive-thru, and use his take his credit card and pay for the food?" Taco Bell, easy S, my favorite, probably my favorite restaurant. This
What?
is vinyl, and this is fact. Let's do this. Anyways. All right. Does anybody besides me want to give an outro?
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys
for tuning in.
for tuning in to
our
the
podcast.
Grapevine podcast.
Stop.
Stop.
We'll be glad to see you next
We'll
week.
be glad to see you next week.
I hate you.
Thank you for
We love
listening
you.
to Tape by Podcast.
And good night.
No.